Welcome, seekers of truth. You've entered Firestar Tarot, where mystery meets magic and intuition becomes investigation. Tonight, we enter the shadows of one of the most chilling and taunting unsolved serial cases in modern American history. This is the story of the Zodiac Killer, a name whispered in fear, coded in mystery, and forever written in blood. Tonight, we ask the cards. Who was he? Why did he do it? And more importantly, why hasn't he ever been caught? Between 1968 and 1974, a man calling himself Zodiac terrorized Northern California. He claimed responsibility of 37 murders, though only 5 have actually been confirmed, officially. His crimes weren't just physical, they were psychological. He sent taunting letters to newspapers, included cryptograms and ciphers, signed with a strange crosshair-like symbol. And despite national attention, multiple suspects, and years of investigation, his identity still remains unknown. So let's walk through the timeline, then we'll consult the tarot. December 20th, 1968, the first murders take place. David Faraday, 17 years old, and Betty Lou Jensen, only 16. They're shot and killed while they're parked on Lake Herman Road, Vallejo, California. No suspects, no motive. July 4th, Independence Day, 1969. The Blue Rock Springs attack. Darlene Ferrin, 22 years old, and Michael Magoo, 19, are shot in their car by a man with a flashlight and a handgun. Darlene dies, Michael survives, and was able to give a vague description of the actual shooter. August 1st, 1969. This is when the letters begin. 3 nearly identical letters arrive. 1 at the San Francisco Chronicle, 1 at the Examiner, and 1 at the Vallejo Times-Herald. Now, each claims responsibility for the murders, and each letter also contained 1/3 of a cipher. Now, obviously, this guy, and this is why I say he's crazy, he goes on to demand attention. He demands that the letters be printed, or he's gonna cruise around and kill again. A week later, on August 8th, 1969, the cipher gets cracked. A school teacher and his wife decode the Zodiac cipher. It reads, "I like killing people because it's so much fun." No real identity was ever revealed. Fast forward to September 27th, 1969. At Lake Berryessa, a stabbing takes place. Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard. They're attacked by a man in a black hood and with a symbol-covered chest piece. He ties them up, he stabs them. Cecilia dies, Brian survives. But he wasn't done there. He decides to draw the Zodiac symbol on the car. He does leave a mark with a pen. Now, we move forward a little bit more. We've got October 11th, 1969. This is the Paul Stein murder. In San Francisco, a cab driver is shot in the head by a passenger in his ride. The Zodiac Killer proceeds to take his wallet and his keys. He even tore off a part of the man's shirt. Then he had the nerves to mail it to the police, to be like, "See, I told you this was really me. I warned you. Here's my proof." So from 1970 to 1974, there's more letters, there's more ciphers, there's more threats. He claims to have killed dozens of people. He sends strange Halloween cards, cryptograms, and even threats to school buses. He begins referencing pop culture, astrology, and just all kinds of stuff. Now here's the crazy thing. After 1974, he goes ghost. And then the theories begin. So it's official, nobody's been confirmed as the Zodiac Killer, and it's also been confirmed that there's been no Zodiac activity after 1974. Now, there were a few names, thrown out there as suspects. We had Arthur Lee Allen, Richard Gakowski, Gary Post, and I believe there were even more. Again, none confirmed, no DNA. There was no DNA from the stamps, from the letters that were sent to the newspapers. And to this day, any DNA just remains inconclusive. Hermit shows isolation. This is someone who thought he was above others. There was something broken at his core. There's trauma, possible rejection. You see, the Zodiac Killer was absolutely a master manipulator. He used knowledge and deception. He used knowledge to be able to deceive. He's a loner. I mean, he's definitely spiritually disconnected. Aggressive energy. Oh, and he's quick too. He moves really fast. He's also obsessed with mental control. This wasn't just a killer. This was someone obsessed with ego, obsessed with power. I mean, obsessed with dominance. With the devil, I mean, clearly he had his addictions. For people to fear him. 8 of Pentacles in reversed. There were things that he wanted that failed. There were things that he wanted to go after that he didn't get to do. He didn't get to achieve. Maybe more killings. I feel like with the 3 of Swords, some woman, it's like he was treated badly. There's some deep emotional pain here that this killer felt. I mean, again, I'm talking deep emotional pain. There's this rejection. There's this rage towards women. So it feels like the Zodiac Killer was driven by a dark hunger. This was more personal than it was random. Oh, you reject me, I reject you. This feels like the people he targeted was for a reason. And it feels like it was towards the women. I don't know why I'm getting someone who went to school or connected through school somehow. We have the Justice in reverse, the 7 of Swords, the Apprentice of Wands, corruption, system failed. 7 of Swords, he slipped through the cracks. He lied, he hid, he evaded. This feels like someone younger, someone close to the investigation. The energy says he was really close. I'm talking about someone in the circle, or someone in the circle of suspects, or even known to law enforcement. Justice reverse suggests that the truth was buried, or if not, mishandled. So with the High Priestess here, even though it's giving me that we don't know who the killer is, we can find out. Even though it's still hidden, it's available. 10 of Swords reversed, I mean, the cycle of pain is not yet closed. I feel like with the Star card, we're gonna get our truth. A final clue will be found. His ego will eventually be exposed. The Zodiac wanted to be more than a man. He wanted to be a legend. But even legends leave energy. Do you feel the truth in these cards? Drop your theory in the comments. Who do you believe the Zodiac really was? And if you would like part 2, where we read on the suspects like Arthur Lee Allen, or even the ciphers themselves, just comment your Zodiac emoji and say, reveal the code. Subscribe for more readings into the forgotten, the unsolved, and the forbidden. Until then, trust your fire and fear no shadow.